I'm wondering what set Dendy's gonna run. Like Dendy runs a lot of different sets.
Yeah.
He runs like a Megaton Popper or Megawatt Popper. Excuse me. He runs like a Scorpio bump set.
Let's go.
Really, I think we know what to expect with characters for both players. It's just like what arms are gonna run.
You don't get a lot of opportunity to rematch in these brackets, but we got an absolute bona fide rematch, and that just makes the story of Smash Out 2018 all the more interesting.
And it's starting out right here with Dendy getting the first hit and juggle out of it too. Both of them running Megawatt right now. A smart choice by Stylo to go for the electric against Mummy, who's got the giant toes.
The grab.
Actually comes out on top there using the electric element to
having both Megawatts out is such an interesting dynamic. Like they're both going for that shot. And, and the variance is going to come from the Tri-Blast and what is that? Nade?
Yeah.
The
both explosive arms too, just depending on what weight class
that's
you're going
true.
for.
Very similar matchup with the arguably a floatier character with one of the
heavies. Landing that rush there. Actually, that's going to KO.
Nice.
Stylo. Dabbing's not cool anymore.
30-second game.
Stylo dabbing in his victory.
he's ready.
And Dendy is switching off immediately, recognizing that Megawatt is not in his favor. Like if there was a trade.
Yeah, I mean Lola, especially with Stylo, Lola is just too fast.
Yeah.
Oh, really nice.
Maybe this chakra does do some work. Actually, gets the first beginning of the rush, but it's not going to matter in the end. He falls out of it. A lot of shield damage on Dendy right now.
There's a lot of shield pressure on that left arm. Oh, but he gets the knockdown.
That's that grab right there. If he can confirm some stuff into a grab, like you don't need very many stun confirms as Master Mummy to finish things.
Yeah.
You only need a couple. You gotta watch out. The Stylo's gonna get rush any second. Gonna get it right there, not activating it quite yet. Gets that grab though.
Yeah, there's a lot of distance between the two of them, and with the trampoline not being out yet, I wonder if it's in Dendy's best interest to keep that distance.
The thing though is Dendy's number going very Unga Boonga. There actually Unga is Boonga-ing. Actually has the health lead now. A lot of damage on his arms, but he can make up for this.
I mean, he has the health advantage, and they're both with similar amounts of rush.
Yeah, armor also a big factor here right now.
That's true.
The good thing about having his armor is if that explosion is planted on him, it's not going to knock him down. He's just going to ignore it and only take 25.
Yeah, Dendy's in a really good position right now, especially with that crisp movement. Holy
cow! However, he is going to avoid those toesies being tapped and taking this round.
All right, here we go. Round 3 of game 1.
Same arms by both players. I think Dendy is recognizing the switch over to Chakram. One of like an underused arm, really. It's like that off meta set.
Lately, I mean, Chakram was really used.
Oh, okay, both rushes. Yes, Stylo coming out there with the weight advantage.
It looked like it was going to go to Dendy, but ultimately Stylo had that rush exchange. Yeah, I would say Chakram had a lot of use late last year, early this year.
Yeah.
But it's kind of gone down since SNS.
Yeah, it has gotten nerfed like every single patch.
That's true.
So even like long-term users like Redengard kind of opted off.
But it works for heavier characters, and it's working for Dendy today.
The angle I'm throwing at is very good at catching Lola, like Lola in the air or on the ground with that 5 girth and it's like that 45-degree angle, you know, which is why I think.
Rush!
Gonna cancel it out there, not getting clanked with.
He couldn't get it out fast enough. But they're tied in health now.
Yeah, however, Stylo has that rush online. Then he's getting grabbed there. Thought he was out of the way, but Mummy is just too large.
Dendy's options are getting far and fewer.
Oh! Wide, long-range grab there by Stylo. Ends up taking that. That trampoline was really screwing Dendy there.
There's still an entire game left. Like, as hype as that was. Oh, best of 5. Yeah, so.
All-time 8 best of 5.
I know. I have been reminded. The sources tell me.
Okay, let's see what Dendy is going to counterpick to. See, I think his issue there was the
we're going to name redacted. Yeah,
I do not.
They're like.
Have you guys chosen the stage yet?
Yes.
Sparring? Okay, they're going to go to sparring. I think this is a good choice by Dendy because his issue was Stylo was having too much time to run around and like. If Lola gets time to run, like, against Mummy, that's bad. So I think sparring ring, good choice.
This is a tight t-shirt.
It is. Why?
I'm moving around and I'm like, ooh.
My pectoral muscles, they're...
specifically my shoulders.
Like, my movement.
If
you move them too much, you're going to freaking Hulk out of it. saying that if you wear that like and put a dress over it, like you would look beautiful. It'd be the best corset for you. And you're repping a nice burger company. I don't know why you're giving me these looks right now.
What are you telling me right now?
I'm telling you, you'd make a pretty girl, Mame. Just take the compliment.
Happy holidays.
I'm saying you'd look good in a sundress. That's all I'm saying.
I would though.
I know. That's what I'm thinking here. But now let's address this issue. This match going on.
The transitions.
They both have that megawatt again. I think in this scenario though, it's good for Dendy again because in this stage he's going to be able to maintain his pressure more consistently.
Yeah. Taking this to sparring and really dressed down the situation.
I need to think of some dress. You're way better at puns than I am.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow, they got that megawatt fight again.
Yeah, I think it's better for Dendy in this scenario because if he's going to be able to maintain his pressure.
Yeah, Mausoleum takes a lot of the brain games out. You know, it's just boxing.
And it turns into a lot of distance play, which is not what Stylo is, or that's not what Dendy wants.
No.
Stylo wants to be the one playing distance.
Yeah.
Oh, actually though, the nade into the megawatt, into the grab,
yep.
that's a lot of damage.
It looked like it was going Dendy's way for most of the game, but like, Stylo just keeping consistent and keeping up with things. Dendy's match does look fire. Like, it looks so good.
I like it a lot. It's, okay. A little stutter on stream, but that's fine.
The gameplay is uninterrupted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dendy is putting up a lot of pressure now with this new boomerang here, being able to cut around the megawatt. I think
that boomerang over the chakram is an interesting choice for this stage.
There's that rush coming out. Oh! With the megawatt.
We get a poke, but it's not enough to stop the rush from happening.
Yeah, 370 damage.
Whoa!
There's that counter grab though.
Yeah, Stylo's gonna have to do a lot of run back in order for this to go Stylo's way.
Has his rush online and that megawatt, like in all scenarios, if that megawatt is charged, it comes out in Stylo's favor because
especially with the rush.
Okay, just gonna have time to shield.
Got that shield.
Not gonna be able to break in time. Stylo now retreating to the back here.
Oh,
getting
shield.
shocked. Oh, actually has time. Megawatt grabs really slow, dude.
Oh,
it actually does not confirm into itself.
I mean, you're right.
Now Dendy in an absolute help advantage. Doesn't even have to get rushed to finish it off. Instead, gonna end with that megawatt to the face. Any changes by Stylo? The Seiki.
Seiki is so weird.
It's a great heavy killer though, man.
Yeah.
And Mummy, considering he has like one of the, I think he has the biggest hurt box in the game.
I know that Seiki knows.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be a significant lead.
Yeah, no.
Just half. It's a half bar next to a full bar.
Oh, there's that grab. Dendy's activated now.
Grab.
Dendy in the beginning of game one was kind of looking a little shaky, like he wasn't sure where his footing was.
Oh, there's the grab.
I mean,
can Stylo bring it back around?
It's possible. There's Seiki stuff happening, and those grabs he keeps getting, like those grabs are insane.
The Seiki slow, the megawatt slow, but you get a rush confirmed. Whoa!
That thing does a lot of damage too. It's just barely in Dendy's favor now.
Absolutely brought it back.
So that wall that's creating with the two.
Okay. Oh my God!
Stylo getting so close to bringing it back. Dendy's standing up, showing us his muscular arms.
We got 1-1. We got 11.
It says best of 5, so really neither of them. This is not a must-win game.
It's basically turned back into a best of 3.
Yeah, essentially. But it's leading in with Stylo's counter pick.
We're going to Moz.
No, we don't have DSR.
Not in the best of 5 for DSR?
No, there's not in back room. It's because we don't have a lot of stages.
I am familiar with that. I will second that agreement.
Which one?
Yours.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of stages. If we did DSR, we'd have like 3 stages by the end, and you could ban 2. I think you'd have an option of 2 stages if we did DSR. Alright, same sets.
I mean, it's like I've said in classic Hanukkah versus N-Man fights. Like it all, basically, at this level of gameplay, it all comes down to the stage picks.
Yeah, it does make a lot of difference. Like we saw here before, maybe Denny's adapted at this point, but he got backed against that wall and gave Stylo room to run around.
Era, I want to make something clear. The agenda is not that Hama loves men.
God, why is this leaking into the public?
It's that Hama hates women.
Okay, Giant Love has brought this into my school now.
You're allowed. Like it's not, one does not equal the other. I'm not saying that Hama loves men. The undeniable fact that Hama hates women, however, cannot be ignored. All right, we're getting into game 3 here.
Flawless transition. So far, Dendy is at a bit of a defensive. Wow! He keeps getting. Oh, that rush! That's gonna connect only the tornado, but it did get Stylo off of him.
Yeah, that knockdown is going to mean a lot going into the second half of this game. 50 seconds on the clock. Whoa, the rush!
Okay, Dendy gonna get hit by that rush.
Yeah, it looked like Dendy had some time there.
I don't know why Dendy didn't ban Mausoleum. I mean, maybe he wasn't expecting the stage to be legal again. Maybe he was expecting DSR or SDR here.
There's so much health that Stylo still has that Dendy would have to come back. Stylo doing really well though with the movement.
Mummy though. Oh, the grab! Yeah, Mummy grab already in itself is very slow.
Yep.
Megawatt slows down those rushes. I like that he's keeping that Megawatt back to himself.
These Megawatts are perfectly countering the other Megawatt. Basically, it's a fight between the nade and the copter. Oh my gosh!
Dendy has rush online right now. If they both land,
Stylo in the lead.
And he's gonna land, and Dendy's gonna take round one
of game 3.
All of Stylo's work negated there just by that rush. Let's see how this comes out. Same sets, it looks like. A little bit surprised. I mean, I see why Stylo's sticking with that Megawatt, because if he does land it, he's getting a lot out of it every time. But I think like Ice Dragon would just complement his movement more here, and the fact Dendy has been saving that Megawatt to kind of counter things. Well, there it didn't come. Maybe I'm making a wrong call.
Stylo has the electric paralysis. He has the grab right into the rush. This round is going to Stylo.
That's what we thought last time too.
Well, currently, like anything can come around. Both of these guys have done really good jobs at coming back.
I mean, the last round, Dendy was down, I think, in the red when his comeback started, or very close to it at least.
Speaking of which,
yeah, he's in there now. He just needs really like,
oh my gosh, the movement from Stylo right now.
Gets that 1-2 from the boomerang into the Megawatt. Gonna go ahead and burn rush. Is gonna land 335. Very close in health though. 1 Megawatt stun into the grab would confirm this for
wow. Yeah, the boxing.
Dendy's brought this back once again. Stylo gonna have rush online.
And here we are, tie game.
Oh, that's the grab. Is that going to kill? Not quite. Like 5 health left for Dendy.
Does Stylo use the rush or save it for next round?
Staying there, farming some health back. It's not going to make a difference, really, though. I think if he even gets clipped by a nade and only takes the 50,
there's 25 seconds on the clock. Something's going to have to give.
Oh, there it is! And the shield does not have time to shield. The Megawatt out there too long. Stylo taking that round. Great start of a comeback, though, by Dendy.
Yeah, very, very close. We got 1 games for both of these in these best of 5s. I mean, this third round is going to decide the direction of the rest of the set.
This decides whose counterpick is getting played on for the potential last game. Oh. Dendy coming in, has rush, going to go ahead and burn it early on.
It is.
Start off by taking 390, almost 400 damage off of Stylo.
Right out of the air. Oh man, the Megawatt boxing I find so fascinating.
I know, I love the way that they're using those character-specific abilities to augment it too. Like the fact Stylo is using a lot of super jump and super dash.
And like Mummy's is a straight throw, and Lola's is really curving just to counteract that Megawatt. Oh my gosh,
that's the thing I love seeing about Lola play is you can turn almost any arm into a curving arm if you throw it with the right angle.
Oh, exactly.
There's another grab. Stylo has rush online. I don't think it would quite KO yet. Dendy gonna.
Oh, the grab!
I thought he was gonna get rushed.
Big brain read here. Okay, all right. What are we gonna do?
Both rushes coming out. There. Dendy's rush just coming out a little faster because he had that tri-blast. Taking that round and game.
That was clean.
Stylo's counter pick now. Let's see what comes out of this.
2-1. Let's go.
Run back. I hear run back.
Yo, let's go, Stylo.
Okay, run back.
Run back.
No changes, I don't think.
Well, I mean, he's like, I've won on this stage before. I can do it again. The last game was really close. I took a round off of him. You know?
And I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if he ditches that Mega. Oh, is he staying with the Megawatt? I thought he was going to go Seiki.
Nope.
I guess he's going to go ahead.
He's like, I was so close the first time. It's got to work this time.
What he needs to do is, I think he got a little cocky with his Megawatt placements during that, because you saw
they were great placements.
Yeah,
like there's nothing actively wrong with the decision that Stylo made. It's just the only pause. Oh my gosh, the only pause that we have is that he lost on it, but he also won on it. So I mean, if we're talking about a best of 3 only on this set, I mean, really, who's to say?
Okay, Stylo smartly shielding that rush is going to get his shield broken and almost on rush, but Dendy has over a bar of health difference.
Oh my gosh, the bouncing into the shields from Stylo is just amazing.
Dendy playing very smartly here. I love the way he's saving that megawatt as a shield.
Dendy's really safe right now.
Yeah.
Only a 90 from that rush.
He's keeping his megawatt back like as a shield here and using that
well, yeah, I mean, that's
smart.
the thing. Dendy is only using the megawatt defensively, and Stylo is only using the megawatt to knock out Dendy's megawatt. So, I mean, you've got these two big titans going off against each other.
Oh, that's the grab! Not quite the KO!
205.
5 health left for Stylo, and another grab! Gonna do it! Dendy now 1 round away from taking this. Did he just JoJo read?
Yes.
He just read on us. Let's go.
Yeah, Dendy is one round away from moving on and avenging his previous failures.
And there's that Siki.
To say that there's tension in the air would be an understatement.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like, I think the crowd
the Siki, yeah.
The crowd and like the split between Dendy and Stylo, STL representing, and a lot of people rooting for Mummy. Like, a lot of times I think people root for Mummy because Mummy is so unrepresented.
Yo, Mummy.
And Dendy's got just like one of the most wholesome personalities in all of the ARMS community.
I mean, don't knock Stylo either. Stylo's put a lot of work for both his play and for the community. I mean, a lot of the reason why we have setups today is just because...
Oh! Did you see that Siki not exploding? It just didn't have...
Oh, no, I saw it. I saw it.
The Dendy got so lucky that Siki didn't explode and ruin his game plan there. And now he's almost got rush on line because of it. He get the money grab out of that. Stylo in a very bad situation.
There's the grab. There's the grab.
Couldn't have the comeback. He's just got to play perfectly. Whoa, that megawatt
that could
so
have
scary. That girth 5 almost hitting on his toes. Oh,
there it is. There it is.
This is the extension.
Let's go, Stylo. Come on. Got that rush pressure. It's so intimidating.
Oh, no! Let's not get the Siki. Dendy throwing it out. The grab 2 arms safely. Dendy throwing that megawatt down the center. That's going to be 3-1 for Dendy.
My gosh.